10 wild animals in Algeria. Algeria, the largest country in Africa, is located in the northern part of the continent between Morocco to the west, Tunisia to the northeast, Libya to the southeast, and Mali and Nigeria to the south. Its capital city is Alger, which counts nearly 3 million inhabitants. An interesting part of the country that I wanted to tackle is its wildlife. In light of that, I have listed the best of it, and I hope you will love learning what animals live in Algeria. On place 10, side-striped jackal. Though they are quite elusive, side-striped jackals are present in the Algerian desert. They can be found in woodland areas, and are medium-sized. They are named this way because of the white stripes present on their flanks. These jackals live both solitarily and in family groups, but not with more than 7 individuals. Because they live in harsh conditions, they have developed an adaptable omnivore diet, in which they eat everything from small mammals to invertebrates as well as fruit. On place 9, Cuvier's gazelle. Cuvier's gazelle is a subspecies of gazelle. It is native to northern Africa, more precisely Algeria, Morocco, Western Sahara, and Tunisia. Because it sometimes lives in a woodland habitat, it is the darkest gazelle species. A while ago, these gazelles were threatened because of overhunting for their skins, meat, and trophies. Even though it is now illegal to hunt this animal, which has become one of the rarest gazelles, they still have to face the destruction of their habitat, and share their land with domestic sheep and goats. On place 8, Sahara frog. You might be surprised to hear about frogs in the Sahara, but it obviously does not live in the sand. The Sahara frog dwells in streams, oasis pools, irrigation canals, and lakes, either in or near them. They are native to North Africa, more precisely Egypt, Libya, Tunisia, Algeria, Morocco, and Western Sahara. They are large species and have a wide and long heads with horizontal pupils. The color can range from green to brown, with darker spots occasionally. On place 7, blue shark. Blue sharks are the most common sharks in the Mediterranean Sea, and they can be found off the coast of Algeria. They average around 3.1 meters, and they prefer cooler waters. Because of this, they will often migrate long distances and can be found in European and North African waters. These sharks are most of the time lethargic, but they can be extremely quick if needed. They lay down 25 to 100 pups and mostly feed on fish. On place 6, Barbery macaque. The Barbery macaque is a macaque species that is native to the Atlas Mountains in both Algeria and Morocco. Among their family, they are peculiar and interesting, as males are integral to raising all infants. This is due to uncertain paternity, and because of this, you will often see every Barbery macaque raise any young one. The Barbery macaque is now endangered, mostly due to the degradation of forest habitat and poaching for the unlawful pet trade. It is also often killed for raiding human crops. On place 5, Jerboa. Jerboas are other small desert animals that are very elusive. They are one example of what fennec foxes hunt for, and they are hopping rodents. Their main habitat is hot deserts, and they are very good at running away from predators. Even in the middle of the sand, they can reach up to 24 kilometers per hour, while hopping away. They have very large ears, that are particularly useful to spot nearby predators, and they live around 6 years. On place 4, Fenic Fox. You must know the Fenic Fox for being one of the cutest animals on the planet. It is a very small fox, in fact, the smallest of all, and it has very large ears, used to dissipate heat. It lives in a desert environment, and its body is adapted to live in high temperatures with little water. Its hearing is very sensitive to underground prey, like insects, small mammals, and birds. It is Algeria national animal, and it gave its name to the national football team. On place 3, North African Boar. The North African boar, also known as the Barbery wild boar, is a smaller subspecies of the wild boar. It is native to North Africa, mostly Morocco, Algeria, and Tunisia. It was and is still hunted by predators of the Atlas Mountains, like bears, lions, and leopards. Wild boars live in many different habitats, from deserts to boreal taigas. They can also be found in alpine zones in mountainous regions. There are 3 conditions for wild boars to choose an area to settle in: no regular snowfall, heavily brushed areas with shelter from predators, and water for both drinking and bathing. This is why they can only be found in the northern part of Algeria. On place 2, Fire Salamander. The fire salamander is another animal that is native to Algeria. On top of it, it can also be found in Tunisia, Spain, and Morocco, and it usually lives in temperate forests, rivers, and caves. Sadly, it is largely threatened by habitat loss and is currently considered vulnerable. This salamander is endemic to northwestern Africa, which means it can only be found there, and it can live anywhere from sea level to around 2,459 meters above it. On place 1, Pygmy killer whale. The pygmy killer whale is a rarely known and rarely seen species of oceanic dolphin, which is why I really wanted to include it in this list. Its name comes from the fact that it shares a few physical similarities with the infamous killer whale, but it is just a bit bigger than the size of an average human, hence the pygmy. It was first described by John Gray in 1874. This animal is dark gray to black.